Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we're diving straight into a topic that, honestly, feels like it was pulled right out of a sci-fi movie. But it's actually fundamentally changing what it means to show up online right now. We're talking about creating an AI twin to scale your digital presence. I mean, think about it. For the first time in history, just ordinary people can create flawless digital versions of themselves to communicate, to present, and to represent their brand. Let's get right into exactly how this works. But before we jump into all the nitty-gritty details, I want you to ask yourself a question. What would it actually mean for you if an exact replica of yourself could just work tirelessly on your behalf? Imagine waking up one morning and realizing, hey, I don't physically have to show up to deliver this presentation or market my business today because my digital twin is already out there doing all the heavy lifting. You know, AI isn't just some futuristic concept anymore. It's really becoming a highly practical, totally functional extension of yourself. So here's how we're going to unpack all of this today. First, we'll look at the AI twin experience. Then we'll talk about AI as the ultimate leverage. After that, we'll cover escaping credit anxiety, and finally, building digital ecosystems.
All right, let's start with part one, the AI twin experience.
So when the creator from our source material actually tested this out by making an AI avatar using just a recent photo and a voice clone, the result was, frankly, incredibly jarring. They talked about this intense psychological impact of just waking up, hitting play, and hearing their own cloned voice delivering a script that they knew for a fact they never actually recorded. It's wild, right? It really forces us to confront some deep questions about identity, especially as the line between reality and a digital clone just keeps blurring faster than any of us ever anticipated. And what makes this whole thing so mind-bending are the granular, hyper-realistic details. Like looking closely at this AI twin, you could literally see the reflection of a real-world ring light accurately bouncing off the lenses of the avatar's glasses as it moved. I mean, no way, right? And it gets even crazier. The creator naturally has a small gap in their teeth, but the AI, it just went ahead and generated this absolutely flawless smile. Instant virtual cosmetic dentistry. It's exactly this kind of microscopic detail and uncanny physical alignment that makes this tech an absolute game changer. But here's the really crucial point. AI isn't just a mirror, it's an enhancer. The real creator described their natural on-camera style as, very relaxed, calm, cool, and collected. But the AI avatar they generated, it was dead serious. It leaned aggressively into the camera and delivered the message with this intense passion. So what does this all mean? It means AI actually allows you to become an actor or a performer, deploying totally different presentation styles without changing who you actually are as an everyday person. It completely unlocks sides of your personality that you might not naturally display. Okay, moving on to part two, AI as ultimate leverage. Now, historically, if you wanted to scale up, you used money, right? You invested capital to work for you. Then we moved over to organizational leverage, relying on human networks, hiring teams and recruiting employees to do the heavy lifting. But now, AI introduces an entirely new category, self-leverage. You can quite literally duplicate yourself to multiply your content output, completely expand your reach, and have multiple representatives of yourself working simultaneously. It's huge. And this translates into a massive, massive business advantage. Businesses are actively embracing AI right now precisely because predictable digital agents solve that age-old problem of human unpredictability. Let's face it, human beings are inherently inconsistent. We miss deadlines, we lose motivation, we get tired. It happens. But an AI agent, it gives you predictable 100% effort every single time. It never tires, and it literally never sleeps. Businesses aren't replacing people because they dislike people. They're just replacing inconsistency with absolute consistency. So the big takeaway here is that instead of relying on a sort of fragile network of followable people, you can just leverage AI versions of yourself. You could easily set up 10 AI avatars to execute specific high-level tasks consistently, day in and day out. Essentially, one solo creator can now operate with the appearance, the volume, and the efficiency of an entire corporate team. All right, let's look at part three, escaping credit anxiety. Now, creating this amazing digital workforce does face a pretty massive software roadblock right now. Picture this. You log into a brand new AI platform that advertises a free trial. Awesome. They graciously hand over 10 free tokens. But the very second you click generate for just one single video, a prompt pops up demanding 1,980 tokens to proceed. It's just a manipulative illusion designed to give you this false sense of access only to hit you with massive sticker shock right after. That 1980 token model creates what we like to call credit anxiety. When a platform forces you to pay, say, $25 for a single AI generation, you become completely paralyzed by expensive perfectionism. Suddenly, every single creative mistake costs you real money. On the flip side, unlimited creation models with a one-time investment offer totally boundless testing. Because let's be real, creativity truly thrives when you have the absolute freedom to experiment, to play around, and to fail freely without that constant fear of running out of credits. Which brings us perfectly to part 4, building digital ecosystems. Once you eliminate that credit anxiety, the whole workflow becomes just incredibly seamless. First, you start by using a dedicated app to generate a highly detailed character prompt. Next up, you plug that prompt into an image generator to create a brand new photorealistic digital character, like in this specific example, an avatar named Finian O'Sulliday. And finally, you just save that specific character so Finian can be instantly deployed into full cinematic storytelling videos. Boom, you go from a simple text prompt to a complete content production pipeline in literally minutes. And that brings us to the whole concept of the digital frontline. See, you aren't just limited to an avatar of yourself. One solo creator can now forge an entire unlimited cast of AI personalities. You can tailor their clothing, their environments, even give them totally unique backstories. You can assign them specific scripts to act as your dedicated marketers, your brand mascots, or your flawless customer service reps. It's like you are literally casting and directing your very own digital company. So, as we wrap up, remember, AI is no longer some far-off, futuristic concept. It's a highly practical, completely accessible extension of yourself. It solves the problem of human inconsistency, and it completely shatters the limits of traditional business scaling. The technology exists right now for you to duplicate yourself, remove that credit anxiety, and build an entire dedicated digital team entirely at your command. So the only question left is, when AI allows you to duplicate yourself like this, what are you going to create with all that newfound freedom? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I absolutely can't wait to see how you leverage this incredible technology. Catch you next time.
They keep telling you, stay motivated. Watch this. Listen to that. Get inspired. But what happens when the video ends? When the music fades? When nobody's clapping, watching, or waiting for you to win? What moves you then? I used to run on borrowed energy, quotes, speeches, people hyping me. Felt unstoppable for a moment, then I'd crash. Like it was never in me. That's the problem with external fuel. It burn quick, don't last, don't rule. You dependent on a source outside, so when it disappears, so do you. I was chasing feelings, not building fire, waiting to feel ready instead of climbing higher. But readiness ain't a mood you catch, it's a discipline you wire. So I had to ask myself something different. If nobody ever told me keep going, would I answer that honestly? I realized purpose don't scream, it whispers. It ain't in the crowd, it's found in the mirror. It ain't in applause or validation checks. It's in what you do when there's nothing to flex. Motivation temporary, purpose permanent. One phase away, the other's inherent. You don't wake up feeling it every day, but purpose don't care how you feel anyway. It moves through you even when you're tired, even when life feels misaligned and wired. It's that quiet push you can't explain. I say do it again through the doubt and pain. So I stopped asking how do I feel and started asking what's real, what's mine to build, what's mine to create. That's when I found something stronger than fate. I don't need a reason, I am the reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling, I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more chasing, no more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. Yeah. Now I move like it's already decided. No hesitation, no need to be guided. I built a system inside of my soul that don't break down when I'm losing control. External noise don't shake my direction. I learned to operate without the connection. Not disconnected but self-sustained. Energy internal, never drained. I don't need hype, I don't need cheers. I done built this through blood, sweat, tears. Every rep carved into my frame. Now discipline calling me by name. This is what it looked like when purpose drive. You ain't just working, you feel alive. Even in struggle there's something deeper. You not just moving, you moving with meaning. Listen close. Purpose don't shout, it pulls. It don't beg, it demands. And once you feel it, you can't go back. There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. There's gonna be days you question everything. Keep going anyway. Because the ones who make it ain't the most motivated. They the most committed. To something deeper than motivation. I don't need a reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting. No more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. When the world go quiet, when the noise disappear, when nobody's watching, that's when you find out if you really got it, or if you was just borrowing it. Borrowing it.
I quit my job with only $2,500 in my bank account. And no, I wasn't making money online, at least not enough to live on. For most people, that sounds irresponsible. Looking back, maybe it was, but I knew something had to change. At the time, I worked for T-Mobile. Honestly, it was a great job, great managers, great co-workers, great opportunities. I got promoted. I helped train new employees. I was part of mentorship programs, the kind of job most people would be grateful to keep. And that's exactly what scared me, because every year that passed, I was getting more comfortable. The problem wasn't that the job was bad. The problem was that it was good enough to make me forget what I really wanted. I wanted to build something of my own. I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted the freedom I had been chasing for years. But every day I stayed comfortable. That dream got a little quieter. So in 2018, I turned in my resignation. No big savings, no guaranteed income, no perfect plan. Just a belief that if I didn't bet on myself, nobody else would. After I quit, reality hit fast. Bills still had to be paid. Money was leaving my account faster than it was coming in. Then one day I watched a YouTube video. A guy was talking about becoming an independent courier. While he was explaining it, I followed along step by step. I applied, got accepted, and within days, I was working. That opportunity didn't last forever. My vehicle eventually broke down. But it led me to something bigger. It led me deeper into online business. And today I've been working online full-time for years. One decision changed everything. Not because it was perfect, not because it was guaranteed, but because it forced me to move. Sometimes the biggest risk isn't leaving. Sometimes the biggest risk is staying comfortable. And that's a lesson I'll never forget.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepared was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 60, day 1, and we are right at 16 minutes into today's challenge. So in today's live, we're going to jump right into it. I'm not going to keep you guys too long because we know what today is. Today is Monday. So it's that beginning of the week, hopefully in your mind, in your new mindset, it's the beginning of the strong, right? So let's start by peeling that curtain back. And as usual, we're going to expose the most valuable document in all of online marketing, the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge doc. Now, before I go any farther, I just want to talk to you guys about my past weekend, this past weekend that I had. And I'm losing my voice because I had a lot of things going on. I created a lot of content and I learned a lot of new information. And I found a loophole in the system, something that's going to help us create even more content and reach more people. But I want to start out right now with, another set of 5 words that actually saved me. And these 5 words are simple. These 5 words are something that came to me, you know, it came to my mind just today, but it's something that, I thought about years and years ago. And that's what led me on my current journey. And it allowed me to do what I am doing today. So here's the 5 words. I knew they needed me. Once again, I knew they needed me. Now, this past weekend, it was reconfirmed to me that they needed me, that the world, that my community, that the people that haven't seen my live yet, that they needed me. There's a group of people that, they get information on a daily basis, but there's pieces to the puzzle that's missing. And this past weekend, I was on a live training held by one of my business partners, Mr. Wayne Crow. And he leaned into something that he even admitted that he never really talked about before, that he never really shared. And he said, this is one of the most important things that you can actually learn. And it's something that has led him to earning millions and millions of dollars online. But he never really shared this information with his community before. Something that he was going through, and something that he himself said, "Hey, I'm not an expert in this. I'm not you know uh, trained in this particular area. So for this particular topic, I needed a coach. I needed someone to help me with it, so that I can be the best possible version of myself, so that I can achieve everything that I need to achieve." And this thing that he talked about was mindset training. So he revealed to us that he has a coach, a mindset coach, someone that teaches him and shares with him and helps him break through specific barriers. Now, the one thing that we do here in the Hustleverse, and I think we do it better than most places, every single day for the last 60 weeks, for the last almost 300 consistent episodes. I haven't, mentioned the word, mindset training. I haven't mentioned that phrase, but I have mentioned mindset. I have mentioned how this right here is designed to help put you in the right mindset. So, listening to that live this past weekend, I said to myself once again, I knew they needed me, because something that someone just brought up this past weekend was something that I've been living by for over the last year and sharing with my community. And hearing it from a eight-figure income earner online who says that this is the most important thing that you need to learn, and this is what helped them, not a specific AI tool, not, anything physical, but the mind, the mindset. Hearing him say that basically what he, added clarity for me, added further confirmation for me was that what I've been teaching here in the Hustlers 10-minute a day challenge is important. Dare I say, is the most important thing that anyone can possibly learn. Now, I often say, I'm a little petty. I have to admit it. I'm a little petty. Sometimes, I hear somebody else say something and I'm like, I think about that saying, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it, right? It's cool when they bring it up. It sounds sexy, it sounds attractive, it sounds like it's something that people never heard of before. It's kind of like when you share something with your friends and family, you share an opportunity, and you say, hey, this right here is going to help you do this, that, and the third. And they look at you like you have two heads, or they don't want to listen. But then maybe a week goes by, a couple of weeks go by, a couple of months go by, and they come back to you and they say, you know, I heard somebody talking about this, that, and the third, and they were saying this, and I thought it was very interesting. And the whole time you're listening to them and you're thinking to yourself, well, damn, that's exactly what I was telling you months ago. And you start saying to yourself, wow, it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. So, I think about that a lot. It motivates me, it excites me because I don't have I don't have to be that person that's in the spotlight. I just need to know that I am the right person. And I know they needed me. I know that they need me even more because the things that I'm doing today will be the things that someone else is going to bring up in the next 3 months, 6 months, and I'll be able to say, hey, I was there first. And the right people that listen, that learn, that got aboard at that time, they'll be ahead of the people that, just find out about it 3 months, 6 months, or even a year down the line. See, it took over a year for my business partner to actually bring up this most important aspect of building an online business. And I would say not even just building an online business, but having overall, you know, wealth in your life, not just from a financial standpoint. Everything rises and falls on leadership. That's the saying that we know of. But I also internalized that saying as to meaning leadership is the mindset. Now, people might look at a leader as being something external, somebody else that's telling you something, somebody else that's guiding you, that's leading you, that's instructing you on where to go, how to do something, and it's based off of their experiences and things like that. That's great. That is what leadership is. But when we break it down and we really look at it, that leader had to establish a specific mindset to allow them to get through their journey. And once when that leader provides that specific detail, that specific aspect of what it is that they've been through, and they share it with their student, their follower, then it's on that student or that follower to obtain the right mindset in order to use it and make it valuable. See, you can lead yourself. It is possible. And that's where mindset comes into place. It becomes very valuable. See, me personally, I don't have a direct coach or mentor that told me, hey, the Hustlers 10-minute a day challenge is what you need to do. Me personally, through my personal development and the mindset that I have, I told myself that, this right here is something that I need. This is something that's going to help me personally develop so I can take things to the next level. And the next level is going to lead me to a place where I'm able to expose the information to more people, get them to look at life in a different view, have them get a different perspective, have them get what I tell you guys all the time, a mindset shift. Because it's your current mindset that keeps you in your current physical situation. And if you don't change that mentality, if you don't change that mindset, then you will be forever trapped in whatever cage you're currently trapped in. See, now, a lot of people, you know, culturally speaking, I'm gonna say, if you're not part of a struggle, if you don't know of a struggle, if you don't represent a struggle, then you won't understand. But coming from a culture of people who knows and understands the concept of slavery and understands the concept of having your people being locked in chains physically and mentally bonded, being told that they can't learn specific things, being told that they can't be specific things, they can't go to specific areas. Knowing that history, we as a people never want to be kept in bondage again under any circumstance. You tell us to do this, we're like, hey, I want to do what I want to do. We've been held down long enough. I want to be free. Freedom, it's not a foreign concept, but in certain communities, it's a stronger concept due to past experiences, things that's been passed down from generation to generation. But here's where, once again, mindset comes in handy and becomes crucial. Those same people that may not have physically been through that struggle of slavery, being physically shackled down, they go through a new struggle now. A lot of people have the mental shackles still placed on them, and that's the mindset. See, some people, they studied mindset so much that they understood that, hey, if you keep a person suppressed for long enough physically, it'll come to a point where mentally their mind will become enslaved also. And that'll prevent them from even walking out of a cage or a cell where the door is unlocked. The door could be unlocked and that person will still keep themselves in that room because it's become familiar. It's become a place where they feel as though, they belong. Or it becomes a place where they say, hey, I'm not allowed on the other side of that door. So I'm not even going to attempt to because I'm afraid to see what's on the other side. I'm afraid that if I get to the other side of that door, it's going to be even worse for me. So I'm going to stay in this uncomfortable, but, familiar environment. That's the mental slavery. That's the mindset trap that a lot of people have. So for me, it was something that, logically that I would explore, trying to help people break out of that, knowing of our history, knowing of what is most important and what is one of the number one things that keeps a person from reaching their fullest potential is enslavement, being trapped. And once again, not just physically. I saw the physical, you know, situations. We see it in the movies. We see it in different stories. It's been drilled in our heads and our minds so much that we know what it looks like. We know how it feels. We didn't physically have to be there, but to see in a movie one of our ancestors being attacked, being, treated poorly, that internalizes in us and we can actually feel it. That's why you say, hey, people with a soul, we created soul. Let's be honest. Because we had to experience some of the most soul wrenching, soul crushing type of experiences, more so than just about any other culture on the planet. We had to experience that. And then we have to be taught about that throughout generations. And to see it being portrayed and films, that touches the heart, that touches the soul, and you can feel that. And it adds a mental element that says, hey, it can go either way. You can feel as though you're still enslaved, you're still trapped, or you can feel as though I never want for us to be put back in that situation again. So that's why I decided to focus on mindset. That's why the majority of everything that I do is designed to help a person change their mindset so that they can break out of those particular chains. Now, subconsciously, it's just in me. So I do it without any second thought. And this past weekend just gave me extra confirmation on it. I knew they needed me. I knew they needed me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I wasn't the person that I needed to be in order to lead the right person. I knew that I had to go on a specific journey. I knew that I had to learn specific things to get myself unchained, to get myself broken free from the bondage that, I was under, the mental bondage. Because there were certain things in my life that said, hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not worthy of that. And I had to struggle with that. I had to live with those thoughts and I had to find a way to break free. And I had to become my own leader. I had to say to myself, hey, you're better than this. You are more valuable to the world than the value that some people might try to place on you. I had to go through the mental transformation. It wasn't overnight. It took years. It took, you know, growing up in a specific area, seeing people do things a certain way. It took a whole childhood. It took a whole 10, 20 years of, going through, personal development, and then even more personal development once when I became an adult and became able to, you know, see more of the world and see more of what was going on. I had to go through that transformation. I had to break free and develop a mindset that leads me to where I'm at today. And I'm still growing. And it's a constant daily journey. And that's what I want you to be excited about. Today is Monday, and it's what we call Take Your Heart Back Monday. But I also want you to take your soul back. I want you to take your mindset back. I want you to establish yourself in a way that you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing and becoming the better version of yourself each and every day. And mindset training is what does that for a person. Don't allow the AI to try to take over that area. Don't allow the AI to say, hey, I'm gonna let the AI be the smart guy. I'm gonna let the AI be the emotionally stable person. I'm gonna let the AI be the one with the mindset to be able to make my life valuable. No, infuse that into yourself. Attend the daily lives that I give to you guys. Understand the information that I've been giving you for the last 60 weeks. Understand that, it might not be for everybody. It's only for a select few people that want to be the best version of themselves from a mindset state so that they can use that new mindset and apply it to whatever it is that they want to apply it to. I would hope that you would want to apply it to what we have to offer here inside the Hustleverse. I would hope that you would want to apply it to the Hustler's 10-minute a day challenge where, a challenge is simple. We give you the tools that you need in order to, create your own music. One of the most powerful things that you can ever do. One of the most powerful forms of communication where you can actually create something that can influence a few people or a lot of people. And that can help them get a mindset switch. So hopefully you're developing the right mindset. Hopefully you're developing a mindset that says, hey, I want to provide something of value to people in a positive way so that they can in turn do the same, and they can provide that value that they, discover within themselves to the next group of people or the next generation. See, we have tools here that allow you to do just about whatever you want to do. But once again, mindset is everything. Good things can be used for evil purposes, and good things can be used for amazingly good things. But it's all about your particular mindset. If you want to use good things for BS, then that shows your particular mindset. But if you're part of the hustleverse, I know that you'll use it for good. So with that, as promised, I didn't want to keep you guys too long today because I know for a good majority of you is the beginning of the strong. I'm going to say it's the beginning of the strong for you. So this is day one. And I want you to go in focused. I want you to go into your job today excited, knowing that things are only going to get better. And it only gets better because of the mindset that you plan on developing. Get more mindset training, learn how to become a better version of yourself. And I'm going to be here also to help you even further on the journey. This past weekend, you know, it showed me, it showed me even more so that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right track. And I'm going to lean even more into it. I'm going to lean even more into it. So we're going to have some more specific mindset trainings and mindset tools to help you become the better version of yourself so that you can use it to fuel whatever it is that you want to create or build. So with that, we're going to close out and I'm going to pull up. I want to play an encore. I want to play another encore video. The most recent video that I created has been the Hustle and Soul Bear behind the scenes costs more video. Now, this right here, I feel as though it'll be another classic song. It's going to be featured on the new Welcome to the Hustleverse Volume 2 album. So hopefully if you guys, are into being inspired and motivated and listening to things that'll help you get a mindset shift, hopefully you want to get access to that Volume 1 album, which I consider to be the album of the year for 2026. And you can get access to that album. How? Well, starting right here. If you grab your mega link, right, you'll not only get access to your foundational tools, but you'll also get that album as an additional bonus. So the people that's gotten it already, you already know. It's an exclusive bonus that you won't find anywhere else. And it's something outside of the box, something that'll help you and that you can take with you while you're riding, while you're working out, while you're doing whatever. So it's not a traditional style bonus. It's music, what I call music for the soul. So to get access, click the link in the description of the video to get access to the most valuable document in online marketing, and then get access to your mega link. And along with that mega link, that album plus another additional bonus album will be available to you. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. And I look forward to getting with you tomorrow so that we can continue this journey together. And, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let's get to this Hustle and Soul Bear song.
They see the shine, but they don't see the bill. Hey, their shine ain't the price, but they don't see the bill. Yeah, the shine ain't the price. They see the wind, they don't see the way. Oh, they see it now, they don't see the way. They see the lights, they don't see the grind. They see the moment, not the time behind. Every late night, every missed call, every setback I had to stand tall, every risk that I took alone, every seed that was never shown. They think it's luck how it all aligned, but they don't see what it cost my mind. The doubt I fought, the fear I faced, the discipline it took to stay in place. See, the shine is just a surface layer, the real investment that's under there. And what looked simple when it arrived was built in silence for years of time. The shine ain't the price, it's what you don't see. All the nights, all the work, all the unseen fees. You admire the finish, but you miss the fees. Oh, the shine ain't the price, it's what you don't see. It's what you don't see.
Oh, what you don't see.
Yes.
That's what it cost me.
They love the look but not the labor, want the reward but skip the favor. Skip the growth, skip the pain, skip the lessons that build a name. Yeah. They don't count what it takes to refine every detail, every line, every standard I had to raise, every version I had to erase. Because real value built in the dark, where there's no claps, no applause, just you and the work, face to face, deciding if you really want the place. And that's the part they never see, the internal accountability, where you become what you demand before the world understands.
Shine ain't the price, it's what you don't see.
All the nights, all the work,
All the unseen, mine and the finish, but you miss the fees.
yeah. The shine ain't the price,
It's what you don't see.
it's what you don't see.
Oh, what you don't see.
Yeah.
That's what it cost me.
Everybody want the spotlight, but nobody pricing the preparation. Now when I walk it's different weight, every step built from what it takes.
Every move got purpose tied, because I pay what they deny.
So I don't brag, I don't explain. You either see it or you can't.
Because the real ones recognize the cost behind the polished side.
And if you want what this become, respect the work that it came from.
Shine ain't the price, you don't see.
It's what you don't see.
All the nights, all the work, all the unseen fees.
You admire the finish,
You don't see.
but you miss the fees.
Shine ain't the price,
It's what you don't see.
woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane, but I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night, scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day sounded small at first, but in silence even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink, mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. To my PayPal ping, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spin like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted, but now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain, cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, this a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I ride, I'm freeing the ones with the pain they hide. 10 minutes ain't much, but it changes